Parents favored my twin sister so much that they blew my wedding fund on her, so I cut them off after rejecting mom's selfish demand. I, 23F, have a twin sister, Allison, who I'm not on good terms with. Scratch that, I'm not even on speaking terms with her and neither with my parents. We used to be at least on talking terms, in spite of the way I've been treated in the past, but for the last 2 years, I've kept my distance and they hadn't bothered to reach out to me either until recently. Allison is 12 minutes older than me and by default the golden child because she's older. My parents only wanted one kid because that's what they had planned for and they didn't have the means to raise two, but by the time they found out, it was too late and mom didn't want to risk anything. I found out about this around the time I was in high school, from my drunk uncle at a Thanksgiving party, and that was pretty much the day I stopped trying to win my parents over. They'd done the most natural thing somebody in those circumstances could do, gave birth to 2 kids, and decided that only one of them would be loved. That happened to be Allison and not me. Right from when we were kids, the sibling rivalry between me and Allison was insane. Everything she could do, I'd try to do better just to impress our parents, but they just seemed to hate me more for outdoing their golden child. And I'll be honest, Allison really wasn't interested in being better than me, she just wanted people to validate her so she'd pretend she cared about the competition we had going on. I'll admit that she was good at manipulation and making people believe that she actually felt hurt when I do things better, which led to a lot of people validating her feelings and putting me down to make her feel better. These people included my parents, a couple of our relatives, and even some people from high school. So to conclude, what I got out of the competition was good grades and lots of co-curriculars so I could be better than my sister, and what she got out of this was my parents and other people's attention, validation, and sympathy because I was clearly the bad guy for making her feel less. Looking back, I don't think I would trade that, but I sure would like to rub it in her face more than I had at the time. Then 2 years ago, we celebrated our 21st birthday. Both of us had graduated by then. She'd graduated from a regular college, but I'd graduated from one of the top business schools in the state. Not only that, I'd also been the valedictorian and had also been on a scholarship, which meant that my parents had saved quite a lot on my education and called me crazy, but I actually expected my parents to be happy about it. They weren't and only paid attention to Allison and her future because she had barely scraped by. Both of us had moved back home, but while I was working from home at a firm as an intern already, Allison was still looking for jobs and getting rejected left and right. My parents cared more about that and